receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. Left side, catch made by McConkey. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there, and the Chargers have the 1st down.
39-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. 380. Go.
Now Herbert again. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Brooks. And the Dolphins are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. Now an opening past the 30.
Ladd McConkey on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
The 48-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Crowd right. Set. White. Ready.
Another run here with Hampton. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
First and 10. No play fake. Herbert. A throw on the move is caught. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. A run. This is Hampton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 11. 1st down, L.A.
first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Set.
They'll go again with Hampton. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
They'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Give, and here comes Hampton. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
And the Chargers are going to be set up first and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Omarion Hampton, a down Charger. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Tyreek now to return it. Whoa! And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
But somebody gotta do it. Come on, put up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it.
All right, go ahead, go. Ready.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And the scrimmage continues. He's dropped behind the line again.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Sending it deep for Waddle. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter, but time has expired, and the third has come to an end. Big play coming up. This is third down. On the ground, Achane opens up this fourth quarter. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up fourth down.
They snap it to Tua. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Chargers have it.
This one's going to be tough to stomach. I mean, all he has to do is just hold on to the ball, and they've got a fresh set of downs. He was past the yard to gain, but unfortunately, even though they gave up the first down initially, the defense was determined to get off the field one way or another, and they found a way to do just that.
Set. 380.
On the give, here's Hampton. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Set. Ready.
Now Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Set.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll go with Hampton. They'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Set.
Here's Hampton. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Tyreek now to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. H.A. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Here's second down. From the gun, here's Tua. We'll get this into the hands of Devon Achane. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson. And the Chargers are right back in this one.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But